you. And then that's the movie. So.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks, everybody. Hey, everybody! Welcome to another episode of Unhinged Boys FX
Movie Reviews.
And we're watching Killjoy.
A movie you've probably never seen.
You've never seen it. Because it came out in the 2000s. And, yeah, basically, what it's about is a nerd named Michael that asked out this girl named Monique. He asked her out.
It didn't go too well.
Boyfriend named Lorenzo shows up, beats his ass.
Well, his friends do.
Yeah, him and his friends beat Michael's ass. And then
Michael immediately jumps to, you know what? I'm gonna summon Killjoy.
I'm gonna summon Killjoy. And then Killjoy gets revenge on the three guys that were with him because they decided to kill him by accident.
And then a year passes after that.
And then girlfriend is with
another guy,
and then
Jamal.
And then you know, Lorenzo and everybody's just hanging out, and then Killjoy shows up with an ice cream truck, and he's like, "Hey guys, you want some?" And then he murders them, and then goes to Lorenzo, kills Lorenzo, he dies, and then a homeless guy shows up, which was in the beginning of the movie. He watched Michael get his ass beat, and then the homeless man goes to Monique's friend's house, Jada. And then the homeless man, hold on. And then Jada calls Monique and is like, "Come over here, something's going on." And
they're just standing in the doorway, or in the living room, or wherever the they're at, not acknowledging the people that just knocked on the door, and they're just like, "Join our seance."
Joining the seance, and then
the
homeless guy proceeds to be like, "Let's hold hands." And then they hold hands, and then a flashback that nobody else sees but the homeless guy.
And the homeless guy wouldn't even have been a witness to any of this, but...
And like, only the beginning, and then he's like... Apparently he was like, "You guys gotta kill the doll. You gotta find that somehow." I don't know how they're gonna find it. But anyway, they're like, "Okay, we'll go do that." And then the homeless man goes to a corner of the room and is like, "Peace." And then she disappears.
He literally vanishes.
And then they go outside. They find the ice cream truck. Fucking
teleports into his world.
Yeah, and then you know, Killjoy shows up.
Spawns in
all the boyfriend, like the ex-boyfriend and her friend, like the guys that are, you know, mean to Michael. And then they all have like a big fight, big weird Power Ranger fight.
Yeah, you can tell the director was really into Power Rangers.
Yeah, and Michael shows up and is just like, "Hey guys, I hired Killjoy to kill everybody."
Even though he's already dead.
Yeah, and I don't get it. Wow, I don't know how the took his soul. But anyway, he's like, "You wanna be my girlfriend?" And she's like, "Sure." And then she stabs it. And then they're like, "All right, I guess we're done." Killjoy shows up with the other three guys, and they're like, "Shit, we gotta go." And the homeless man's like, He just shows up in a voice, like, "Kill the doll." And then they're like, "All right, let's go in the ice cream truck." They go in the ice cream truck. They get teleported into Michael's room somehow. I don't know how. And the doll's there, and they're like, "All right, stab the doll." And they stab the doll, but Michael's there. He teleports in the place of the doll, and he's like, "Don't kill me." And she's like, "Sorry," and then kills him. And then they fucking, and they're like, and then they get teleported back into their into Monique's house somehow.
And they're like, Jamal, the boyfriend of Monique, is like, you know what? I'm hungry. Let's go get something to eat. I'm parched.
And then they go to a club and they drink.
Supposedly it's like a year later or something. It's not really explained.
Yeah, and then some random guy shows up and is like, "Hey, don't I know you, Monique?"
And she's like, "No."
Like, no, I don't know you. And he's like, "Well, you know, I used to be in high school with you." And he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I remember. Come get some drinks." And then he sits down and is like, "No, my brother
owns this place, actually. I got him for free." And they're like, what's your brother's name? Killjoy? And then he starts laughing, and it's a really stupid scene.
And then Killjoy shows up, and then she wakes up, and then Jamal's like, "Hey,
I want to do the birds and the bees.
I'm horny." And then goes underneath the blanket.
And then Killjoy pops up.
Killjoy's like, "Peekaboo." And then that's the movie. So.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
No,
So basically, from that summary, you can tell it was a very good and entertaining movie. But here's the thing, there's so many weird things up with this fucking movie. Like the effects are shit. Sometimes
it literally looks like it was filmed.
Sometimes
on a handy cam.
Yeah, sometimes the fucking sound just randomly goes off. I think it did that a couple times. But
this is a 2000s movie, specifically 2000.
Yeah, and I mean, the only enjoyable part was Killjoy.
Yeah.
It's just like,
because there was a lot of bad acting in this movie.
There's this one part where Lorenzo's like shoots him. And
there's no effect for that.
Yeah, he's literally like, they look like they just drew the shit, and then like Lorenzo shoots fucking Killjoy, and then Killjoy just like does like a machine gun.
Oh no, I'm sorry, there is an effect for that. I thought we were
he
talking
spits
about
out like all the bullets at Lorenzo.
Yeah, that looks really bad.
And after he kills Lorenzo, he's like, "And that's how you bust caps, motherfucker." Like, that's legitimately how he would, like, fucking win. And like, he does a lot of other shit that's pretty fucking funny.
Oh.
I know, it's pretty good.
You shocked me.
It's a good... I know, I did it so well.
No, you shocked me because I didn't know you were going to do that. I wasn't expecting it.
I don't know, that was one of my favorite parts of the movie. And also I think the best part was like, I think the best part of the movie was, fuck. You're fucking this up, Jared! So there's this one part at the end where they're all fight. So there's this one part at the end.
I'm crying.
So.
Oh shit! Man, I'm sweaty and I'm crying.
So there's this one part at the end where they're literally just fighting. It's basically like fucking Power Rangers. And like everybody's like, there's a katana involved. People are getting fucking flipped.
Jamal got knocked into a bunch of boxes and he was like, you know, if he picks up a katana, if a katana just spawns in,
picks up that fucking
I'm gonna lose my
katana.
shit.
And then he picks up the katana and he cuts one of the fucking bad guy's heads off, and then
another bad guy grabs him, and
yeah, there's this one part where Killjoy puts like a fucking thing over his head.
Oh yeah, no. Before that, there's a really funny part. It's the funniest shit in the movie to me. They put Killjoy puts a lampshade over Jamal's head. I don't even know where the lampshade came from.
He just picked it up.
And then in the next scene, you just see Jamal get fucking flipped into a wall.
I swear to God, they had
with like a lampshade on his head.
I feel like they had like a bigger guy, like some guy was like 7 foot.
Or he just jumped on a trampoline and fucking He had to flip into the wall.
Like, do a flip.
We need stunts in the movie.
You need a goddamn stunt. You do your own stunts, right?
But before that, or no, after that, sorry, while they're fighting, there was another enemy that, well, one of the henchmen, or Lorenzo's friends, grabbed Jamal, and he put his hands up on his face like he was going to poke his eyes out, and his fingers were nowhere near his eyes, and so he just put his fingers, like, right above his eyes, and the guy
like,
backed...
Kalima!
What the fuck?
Kalima!
He backed up like he got exorcism and disappeared.
Yeah, he just poofs. Just poofs died. And then, like, at the beginning, where, like, the two bullies die, those effects are so shit. Because they literally, like, they show a car that's supposed to hit this one guy, like, one of the
And we don't...
bullies. And you don't see the car actually hit him, you just see the car.
And the camera just pan up on the guy, like, run up on the guy, and that's...
Yeah, the guy's, like, goes up to the wall, and he's like, ah! I'm dead. And then the other guy, like, for some reason, he, like, smokes, like, a cigar, and, that was on a fence, and then, like, Killjoy shows up, and he's like, this is how you smoke somebody. And then fucking... and then just... The guy just starts fucking, like, just completely... Evaporating. There was, like, shitty fire effects.
It looked like...
Disappear his entire, like, limbs and body.
It looked like Windows movie effects or some shit. I don't even know. It's probably older than that, the effects they were using.
Yeah, but for some reason, I guess the makeup effects were alright because, like, later on, they, like, when they come back as, like, zombies or some shit, they literally have, like, pretty interesting zombie, like, makeup. Whatever, except for Lorenzo, he just has bullets.
This is a really funny part when they stab the doll or whatever. Michael shows up and Monique's just, like, straddling his chest.
Yeah, he's like, please don't do it.
That is funny.
Come on.
And then she stabs him, and then you just see the well, they're not really zombies. Lorenzo and his crew. It's like the director just told him.
Yeah, just act like you're dancing. He was like, they
look like
they
that.
Really just didn't. They were like, yo, fuck it. Act my ass off.
That was funny.
I'm gonna get a fucking reward for this or some shit.
But
an Oscar.
The director was really into Power Rangers because every time they would spawn in to Killjoy's world, which was just a warehouse, so to suspend your disbelief, they would do Power Rangers stances.
Yeah, they would just like
every single time.
Landing like this. Whoa! And like, oh.
I was starting to feel like I was on Disney Channel or some shit.
We're just doing that, and they would stay like that for a good, like, 10 seconds. Yeah. They'd be like, what? What the fuck? Like, I don't get it. But anyway, I think it's time for ratings. Right? Yeah. I think it's time for ratings.
I give it a 4 for humor. Because it's not a great movie by any stretch of the imagination.
I give it a 6 for humor, because I thought, out of all of them, I think this one's probably the funniest. Maybe except for maybe the third. The third one's kind of here and there, but I think overall, this in entertainment value, it gets a 6. It doesn't mean that it's a good movie.
No.
It just means that's our entertainment value. We don't rate it on it being like an interesting, good movie or whatever. We just rate it of how fucking
good of a time we had.
Yeah, of how entertained we were. And if we're bored, we get a fucking 0.
That's a number.
But nope, giving it a 6, and Jerry gives it a 4. But anyway, hope you guys like this one. Check out our all of our other stuff. It's in the description. Woo! I almost oh shit! I almost died.
What?
There's nothing back there. I'm just fucking dead.
There was a part of me that was like, I really wanted to do that.
I'm horny.